Hey friends, it's Marie here from Nicole Designs. I'm sharing a video for a blog post that I actually posted a little while ago, and I never edited this video and shared it, so I thought I would go ahead and do that now. This is a really simple card. It's just some ink blending and some glimmering over the top, and I have a blog post already, like I've mentioned, showing this card and another card with these glimmering holiday glimmer plates from Spellbinders. So what I'm doing here is I have a piece of white cardstock and I have a circle mask. This is actually from Brutus Monroe. It's their Circle Simple Blends. It's a stencil that has this large circle in the middle. You can use the negative or the positive. I am using this circle to make a large moon, and I'm thinking this will be our Christmas wintry night with a full moon, and then I'm going to glimmer all that glimmer plate over the top. So I'm taking some different colors of distress ink. I think the first one here is my lightest color, and that's Tumbled Glass. And then I'm moving on to Chipped Sapphire. So I'm taking this Chipped Sapphire and I'm just blending it around that tumbled glass. I wanted it to be a little bit lighter around the moon to make it like it's glowing. So I'm going ahead and I'm adding this darker color, just ink blending like you normally would. Start with little circles off of your page and ink blend it onto your page. I have to say this glass mat is fantastic for ink blending. It's so smooth, it just helps the ink to flow onto your paper, and I just absolutely love it. So after I did this darker blue here, I'm actually going to come in and do a little bit of black. So I have some black soot, and I'm trying to put this only on the corners and the edges. I want the edges to be darker, and then I want the inside part where the moon is to be a little bit lighter to make it look like it's glowing. So I did go back and forth through all of my colors to add more layers, and so I'm just giving you a general idea of how I did my ink blending, but keep in mind that ink blending does take a little bit of time. You're going to have to work your ink into your paper. Once your paper gets more saturated with ink, the ink's actually going to move around a little bit better. So just take your time, blend on with a light hand in little circles, and just build up that color. So once I had all my ink blending done, I went ahead with a little bit of Fun Stamper's Journey Sparkle Silk. This stuff is so shiny and I love it for splattering. You can see that I've already splattered a little bit of plain water on my background, but I wanted some sparkle because I wanted some sparkly looking stars in the background. So I just poured a little bit of this out onto my glass mat. I'm picking it up with a water brush and I'm just tapping on some little splatters. I know they're a little bit hard to see on camera, but when you tilt this card in the light, they really shine, and I think they really added a lot to the background. This splatter silk is really easy to not splatter silk. It might as well be splatter silk for me because that's what I use it for. It's sparkle silk, and it's really easy to splatter with this water brush. I just pick a little bit up on my bristles and tap it with my finger. So after I had that done, I was going to go ahead and foil my glimmer plate. So I'm cutting some of this foil here. I want to say this one is Aura. I'm not sure, but it's this silvery color with a rainbow shine to it, and it's so super pretty. I thought it would go really well with this wintry, starry background. So I'm going to go ahead and put that onto my card and then put my glimmer plate on top of it. This way I can position my glimmer plate exactly where I want it to go. Now, if you have problems remembering which side to put the foil, like I do sometimes, I just try to think of the back side of the foil as the sticky side. That's the side that's going to stick to whatever it's on. So if you have the sticky side on your glimmer plate, you will foil your glimmer plate. Foiled glimmer plates look pretty and they still work. So if you do that, don't worry, your plates are perfectly fine. I've done it before, they still work. So just make sure you have the back side or the sticky side of your foil onto the surface that you want to glimmer. So I've run that through my glimmer machine. You can see here, you can already see it pressed into the paper through the foil, and when you peel off that foil, it's just some shiny goodness, and I love it. I think it looks so cool with that ink blended background, and I'm going to move on to the next part of my card. So I wanted to put a little silhouette of a reindeer here. I thought we can't have all the names of the reindeer without actually having a reindeer. So this is a die set from Spellbinders that was actually available, I believe, in their Christmas kit last year. So it's no longer available in their shop. But if you had your own little reindeer die, or even if you wanted to freehand cut some antlers out of black paper, that would be perfectly fine. So I'm just going to adhere his little head here to the bottom of my card, and then adhere those little antlers. I did cut this out twice to give it a little bit more dimension. I stacked up those pieces and glued them together, and I'm just adding this to the bottom of my card right under those words. Those little reindeer antlers are kind of peeking up over the glimmered sentiment, and I think it just looks really cute. You've got that full moon in that wintry sky, and you've got this little reindeer peeking up from the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off that extra pieces that are hanging off the edge on the bottom with my scissors, and that's pretty much the card. I'm also going to adhere this to a card base. I think it's a craft base that I'm going to use, and I'm using a little bit of foam adhesive to adhere that down. So the most of this work of this card went into the ink blending. Like I said, just take your time with it, have fun. If you don't have a circle stencil or mask, you can always cut a circle out of paper or masking paper, or, you know, just cut a circle and adhere it down to make your own mask. And it's a really easy way to create a full moon kind of effect. So that's all I have for you today. Like I mentioned, I'll have the blog post linked down below, where I have more pictures of this card, and links below as well to all the products that I've used. If you enjoyed this, make sure give it a thumbs up, a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Just do all the things. That's all I have for you guys today. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you get into your craft rooms and create something for your own. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.